telling me no. My body telling me yes. Hello Moto, good to have you here. How are you playing this game? I say it must be another way out. It must be another way out. That's probably the only song that is like rap. I mean, from like a rap band. Hi Mana, good to have you here. How are you playing this game? Hey, good, how are you doing? To be fair, I'm doing better. Today from my work, I've had the, I have to say, one of the more tiring aspects of my work, which is driving to work, like getting to work generally. Because once I woke up today, not at 4 AM, but at 5:45. You sound a lot better. I'm also happy with one very specific artwork, so I also can't wait to get to work on it. And we've got ROC to work on today. So yeah, we're just going to start wrapping our heads around it. Finally, I have another day off. I have to say, I don't know why, but recently my day offs are like, I don't know, I just don't feel them. They're like disappearing. It's like having one day off. I'm glad to hear you're feeling better. I hope all of you also feel really nice today. Today I'm going, since I'm not going to really, like, you know, I don't have to like wake up very early tomorrow. I can just, you know, sit down and draw for a longer period of time, so probably we're going to make those longer streams today. I want to either finish this entire character or just make most of it, we'll see. I want to reach at least like, I don't know, 3 hours. to be fair, like, I hate the situation where I'm just, you know, sitting and I don't know what to say because, like, I've spent my entire time on freaking, you know, on a job. So I don't really have chance to, like, look through news that I can talk about. There's a drama on Vtuber side. Like, I've just learned that there's something going on with Cinder. I have no idea what's up with that. I just seen something stirs up. There are like 3-4 documents on her, so there's like material on that, you know. Yeah. It's pretty nice, just hang out and watch you draw. Maybe hang out in the background or something too. No, it's still enjoyable. I always wanted to have my streams being like, you know, hangouts with a friend. Right, it is a chill vibe. Man, I've watched, what is the name? Possessions of Emily Rose, translated to the English, with my mom yesterday. We watched a lot of horrors. I fought like the hardest I could actually, because yesterday I was like beaten up. Like, I've literally slept through the half of the movie at least. Because, you know, even though I'm really tired, I still have to keep up my sleep routine. Which is messed up, but yeah. I mean, my sleep routine is messed up. I adore horror movies, haven't seen that one though. It's more like a document. I wouldn't say it's a normal horror. It's like, you know, it's like showing you a lot of, like, I don't know, what happened more or less from like what someone else said, because it's like most likely a movie about a court case against some kind of priest. So, like, the weirdest thing about the entire movie is that you don't really see the horror. It's just not a horror. It's like watching a document. What's your favorite? Oh gee. I really like movies like Annabelle or Nun. When it comes to like older movies, I really like The Thing. I love like Blair Witch Project. Blair Witch Project is still horror like. The Possessions of Emily Rose is like literally you see the entire process as a court case, and when someone is like explaining what happened during the exorcism, then we just see a small, like very small scene that doesn't really show anything, doesn't really prove much. That's interesting. I add that to the watch list. So yeah, it's marked as horror movie, but I wouldn't really call it a horror movie. I liked Blair Witch Project though. Kinda, I don't know, I like found footage horror movies. More psychological. The Possessions of Emily Rose. Also not. It's just there's no horror movie. You don't even have like jump scares or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. It's marked as horror movie, but it's not really a horror movie. You like see it kind of looks like you're actually watching someone like with like a psychotic episode or something like that, but it's still like not necessarily like closed up with the thing that a horror movie should be. What movie I like? The Thing for sure. I love The Thing. By the way, I used to. Hi Star, got over here. How are you? Hope right is going. Long time no see. I've actually during my gymnasium times, I've actually attended a horror making bootcamp, and I've actually learned a lot of stuff, and especially how the special effects are done, like practical effects, and we've had for as the examples the effects from the original The Thing movie, and that's really fantastic work there, like really artistically fantastic work. I have experience with scare acting. Ooh, I love that. I really like that. I'm now actually trying to find like a good horror movie. Institute Atticus was a really good horror movie actually. What else? Institute Atticus, all the movies with Warrens, or you know, the Warren verse. I don't know how to call it. Generally, I really love the movie premises and like the general way how they are made. Have you seen Hereditary? That might be my favorite ever. I left for a 3-day vacation. I've been home alone since Friday. Oh, okay. Hereditary. Let me. It's got like really good cast, by the way. Yep. I know what I'm going to watch today. that's like really cool. Hereditary, huh? Okay. It looks cool. 10 out of 10. Tony Collette, all my days. Yeah, if you want to watch it, avoid spoilers and go for it. Thank you for recommendation. I'm going to for sure look it up today, even. And yeah, I'm a sucker for horror movies. I haven't really watched any movies, so now I'm like, you know, collecting collecting the horror movies I've skipped on so far. But I have to say that now the older horrors were better. Like I've found like a pattern. The older horror movie, the better. Possum was like, I've seen Possum like some time ago. It was really cool psychological horror, but I wouldn't say it was. It was more like trying to show a very deeply hidden message, which is actually, you know, as for a horror movie, I wouldn't say it's a good move. Like, documents are far better for it. And it doesn't have much scare time, at least I haven't had for me. I really liked the psychological effects, like the, you know, that the entirety, like all, like everything, the doll, etc., that all of it was just within the head of someone who had a phobia, because there is a phobia for things. Smile, Truth or Dare, Your Conjuring. I find it to be cheap personally, but I appreciate their work. I just won't be watching. Is where it was at. Yeah, old cool horror movies. That's something I really like. That's why I really like The Thing, the older one. It was 1997, I think. I think it was from 90s. So yeah, it was definitely something. I would love to find some more old school movies. Also, there's the factor that like when I'm watching movies with my mom, I have to watch out for the movie to be also in Polish. But I've seen Hereditary being being in Polish, so for sure, you know, on the websites there's going to be Polish version. Imagine yesterday I finished this stream after 1 hour, and today I'm going to finish rest of the character in an hour. It actually happened once, and that was actually a stream. Nice quiet day here, rainy, quiet, no one cutting grass. Oh, is it? Yeah, over here too. I've had the thing where... Main thing. Like the very problematic thing that it was so quiet that I've almost fell asleep during the shift a couple times. Which I can't. But literally when my eyes were closing on their own, I was getting phone calls, so I was getting woken up, like, you know, I was jolting out of my chair to pick up the phone call. Those are like really good days, but when you want to rest, like weekends or something like that, and it's a working day that turns into a mess after a while. You're literally just falling asleep on the job. My neighbor gone. My neighbor god. My neighbor dog came to visit me. Hold up. Oh. My neighbor Gok. Gok. Yes. It's a sweet dog. I do some Pilates, clean room, fold clothes while watching stream. You doing Pilates? That's interesting. I love Pilates. I'm self-training to be a contortionist too. That's really interesting. Very interesting. So you're also doing a lot. Contortionists are cool. Yeah. Right? I stretch every single day for at least 30 minutes. That's a long stretch, holy. Is it? Yeah, I mean, I don't stretch at all. So for me, that's like a really long stretch. I used to do some calisthenics. I'm taking a break from it. I was doing like push-ups, crunches. It was really helping. Oh, me too. Like I've hit the... It's a nice day. I'm laying grass, listening to them and hanging out with the dogs. Oh, it's so cute. It's a really nice day. Description. Yeah. My day started off with 5 cups of coffee. I'm now ending my day, by the way. I've spent my entire day mostly on a job. Unfortunately. Tomorrow I'm going to have much more time for myself and much more cool stuff I want to do. 5? Yep. Not really that much, actually. I can't drink coffee. Oof. Yeah, I'm drinking definitely a lot of coffee. As for a normal person. But surprisingly, I didn't fall asleep. God damn. Actually, surprisingly, I've been drinking more than 5 in the past. I was drinking way more cups. Like in my worst time, I was drinking even 12. I'm not trying to like start limiting my coffee cups. I've switched to drinking teas. I can't say much without being a hypocrite. I'm a Coca-Cola addict. What happened to not having caffeine? Yeah, I'm working on it. It was just a break. But I'm working on it. I'm doing my best to reduce the amounts of cups of coffee I'm having, but it's very difficult. Like it's already, I guess, an addiction. Like I've been mostly drinking coffee throughout my day. Like usually my drinking supply was coming from coffee. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. We all have our faves when it comes to beverages, right? Some prefer coffee, some prefer tea, some prefer Coca-Cola. I paused my Cola Cups collection in Discord. Let me see. What? There's so many. Holy. I like the taste of coffee, but it made me really tired. I hate it. I see. Surprise! I'm keeping my figure with an egregious amount of coke. Actually, sugar tends to like really influence that. I think that's a lot. I think it's because you're exercising and stretching. Actually, surprisingly, they found out that actually in most cases, it's sugar that is responsible for ruining people's figures. It's like this very bizarre thing that they found out, because like we're adding. At least it's not it's not American Coca-Cola. Yeah. The amount of sugar, oof. Is there a difference? I know Mexican cola is different. Yes. Some countries are using fructose, which is natural sugar coming from fruits. Some countries are using like corn syrup, for example. Some people are using normal sugar, right? The crystal sugar. And some countries, for example, have like their own like additional thing. They are exchanging the sugar in drinks on their own. So yeah, there's actually a huge difference between colas, because also like it's regulated in other countries how much sugar can be in the drink itself. So for example, like in America there's going to be a different amount, in Germany there's going to be a different amount, in Poland there's going to be a different amount. I think one of the better soft drinks are actually from Mexico, or like, yeah, like those areas generally, because they are using the fructose. Mexico is a lot of good sodas, yeah. Hi Fun Artist Kitty, good to have you here, how are you, how's it going? I think this might be the first I see around, so hope you find a comfy corner here. Mad? Why mad? Am I mad? I've tried Diet Coke, but the artificial sweetener gives me very bad headaches and nausea. Yeah, those artificial sweeteners can actually have serious side effects on you. And also, if it's, for example, aspartame, it's also causing weight gain in people. Do that paint, but I didn't prime my canvas. Oof. That's a pain. That's a pain. I remember, you know what's even worse pain? A bleed. Oof. Actual pain is like making your own canvas from scratch. So like building the frame, stretching the canvas, placing the gesso. It's like such an effort. And it all for one painting. And now imagine that in older times, they are doing all of that every single time, every single painting. Because they've had no pre-made canvases. At times they've had assistants that were only for making the canvases for them. If my cuffs still fit, I should be fine. I say as I sip Coke right now. Mine's a wooden canvas. That's even worse. Wooden canvas can... when it bleeds, it's really problematic. Because it can actually react with other paints and mess up the colors. Also, well, I could say something, but I'm... yeah. Say it, nah, it's okay. It's just a comment, I think it's not good. You have to know. I'm always messing myself up, aren't I? Oh, nah. Nah. It wasn't anything bad, it's just... too late to back out. Spicy. Nah, I don't think I should. Too late. Yeah, it's too late now to say anything. Reap, yeah. Like yourself in a hole and the answer will be your other body. No, I'm going to feel bad. I'm going to feel bad if I say this. I mean, it's nothing. It's like a weird kind of compliment, if that makes sense. So, at least, you know. You can't just say that and not expect someone to be curious. But this is about the curiosity, right? Spiel. Are you gonna call or something? No, it's absolutely not that. That's not that. Hi Kotaro, good to have you here. How are you? Hope it has going. You're only making it worse. I'm waiting. Yeah, no. Cat got his tongue, yeah. He got... Bro, Davis is great. Now I'm really curious. Oh, yeah, come on, but why am I getting teased now? Where is Zaga to help you? Yeah. I'm not getting teased so much when Zaga is around. I bet he would just take a stick and start poking me. Come on, do something. Hey, that's nice. Spilled it. Mm. You're not tough, just say it or DM it. Either you're not getting away with this shit. Keep going. No. Yeah, I think I just say it in DMs. If I really have to. No. I feel bad though. Yeah, there it is. No. I have to really start thinking. Man. Why my social filter doesn't work all the time? There we go. Not hard. I actually feel my cheeks getting warm. No. I really need to. You shouldn't say anything. Yeah, my freaking. I don't know why my freaking social filter didn't work out. So how was your day? Yeah, my day was good. Read any good books lately? Actually, I'm really trying to get into a book. Wait, let me see. I've got the rest of the series of the caster. Flamecaster, Shadowcaster, Thundercaster, or Stormcaster, whatever, and Deathcaster. That's like really by Cindy Williams Hema. And also I've got entire series of Percy Jackson. I really like the ideas of like either fantasy or like mythology being connected together. And Percy Jackson is like a Greek mythology titan gets sent to human realm without memory of his like everything, like without any memory of or anything like that. I have like even other series from the same author, actually. And that's, I think, like the Percy Jackson series that I've got is like after that book series. Yeah. One book you can take on airplane. What would you pick? That's a good question. What book I've had so much fun reading? Let me look again. One book, eh? I haven't read Percy Jackson, still middle school. You have to read it for school? That's interesting. Liar by Jacob Czech. It's a Polish book. Nordic mythology gets raided by Christian angels. And they are getting obliterated. But Loki, yes, that Loki, right? God of lies and deception, gets released. And angels are making an errand boy. Because like generally angels are paying with feathers, and he's like, he wants to like do so enough deeds to buy freedom for himself. But we have a library and they would make you read. Oh, okay. Okay, but Percy Jackson's really good, by the way. It's a really good series. I recommend, you are going to have fun reading it. And I think there's too much shadows here. I thought you just randomly said liar by. Yeah. Yeah. I really have to say that book was something else. It's a really well written book, by the way, because it's like showing that there's like different mythologies too. So basically you have like Nordic mythology, you have Egyptian mythology for sure, you have like Christian pantheon. We had to read The Little Prince for high school. Little Prince for high school? We had to read Little Prince for gymnasium. Like gymnasiums were like between high schools and primary schools. 3 years. And like in the very first year, we've had to read Little Prince. Hi HQ, got over here. How are you? Hoping has gained. Congrats on progress. Thank you. What books you would take? What book you would take to the airplane if you would have to pick only one? Tommy? What genre is Tommy? That's Junji Ito's book. I've had a weird voice crack, so sorry. Tommy. Isn't that where Junji Ito horror manga? Isn't that where the girl is getting killed? And the moment where she's not getting killed, she's starting to grow like another head on the back of her head? Is that her? Okay. But it's not like only one story, right, in the book? There are like several. Or am I wrong? I've never... Beautiful Girl, I deep dived into it years ago. I have to say that's so cool. I really like Junji Ito's artworks. They're like something else, I have to say. Like, actually, if I have to point out some greatest mangakas, I would for sure point out Junji Ito and Artist of Vagabond. It's a collection of stories. Tommy is Junji Ito's first work. Is it? Again, voice crack. I have to drink something. I'm really parched. Aren't I? Is it this? I have to say, he got his style like really nailed from the get-go. Hi Musei, got over here, how are you friend? How's it going? I think this is the first time around, so hope you find a coffee corner here, how are you? But I have to say, Junji Ito, like, as far as I was comparing his artworks from that one, from Tommy, and artworks from his newer ones, his art style didn't change over years. Actually, that means he got like his art style like already set. It was like already casted in stone, you know? His first manga debuted in 1987. He worked as a dental technician and drew his first manga Tommy for a competition, I believe. To be fair, all of mangas are starting from competitions. For example, Vagabond and One Punch Man. Like, One Punch Man's actually started as a... When are you gonna become a mangaka? To be fair... What we have today? Saturday, yeah. Tomorrow I'm going to release a new schedule, and most likely there's going to be like 2 streams at least of drawing manga. I really want to get to it. Or maybe 1, like we'll see. Like for sure I'm going to pick a day where I'm going to have time off. I really have to start working on my manga. It's been a while, yeah, exactly. And that's why. Also, I have to work on the graphics for the indie game project that we are running. Remember, if someone wants to add some character design or anything like that, you can freely do so. I'm actually going to make probably a special channel on the server for it. There's too many shadows here. Zega will be happy. Zega already works hard on the project. You know, he's doing the coding and stuff. Well, the only thing that's standing on my way is an iPad, if only I had one. You think so? An iPad? To be fair, I've kind of took way too many projects on myself, and now I'm paying the my problems of not. I'm paying of it. Whoa. Now I'm ADHD in a nutshell. Yeah. Now I'm paying actually for my actions with not progressing with any. That's why I have to focus on one and start knocking down the projects, you know? I gotta start knocking up the projects one after another. But I've took so many long long time work projects like manga, video game. I don't even know C# yet to even think about making games. Me too. My hip just made the loudest crackle. Oh no. I hope you get one. Oh, me? Why me? Huh? Now I'm starting to get confused. Because you said me too. Oh, the iPad, I assume. Right? I meant with ADHD. And thank you for the iPad wishes. Hi Zach, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope everything's going. Oh hey, check it out. It's this guy. Yeah, it's me. It's a me. It's going. Yeah, it's going. How have you been, Zach? Haven't seen you in a while. Just had a power outage mid-game. Oof. Oh no. What you playing? Issues over the last month. All by myself, yeah. That guy is most likely he's either sleeping or he's busy. I was playing an old 1990s game called Might and Magic 6. You really had to call it all, didn't you? It's literally one of the games I was growing up with. And I'm 2000s kid. Come on. Roaring 2000s. Can you actually believe I was frigging 7 when that came out, bro? Mostly like busy. That guy's a hard worker. This feels like when kids don't know what a flip phone is, or they don't know old classic games. Yeah, actually, I've always wanted to have a flip phone. Flip flop. I still remember playing on PS5. I've never had PS5 actually. PS1, sorry. I've never had PS1. I've grew up with PS2 on top. But I've been playing some PS1 games on emulator. Rich guy. Actually, myself, I'm 90s kid since I was born in 89. I mean, that means you're a 90s kid, like straight up, because you were a kid during 90s. Like, you are the most 90s kid of the 90s kids you can be. Rich guy? I wouldn't say rich guy. That was actually the only console I've had in my old JK. That was actually the only console I've had when I was a kid. I've never had any Nintendos, never had any like actual brand-wise stuff. I've even had like the only thing I've had was like PC, and that was it. And PS2 that I've got, you know, from some kind of like, I don't know. It was for sure like some sort of thing for me, like a party. I don't remember if that was like, I played with dirt rocks and paper dolls. Well, I was mostly drawing, so I guess I was playing with paper and pencils. But yeah. Hi Skylar, glad to have you here. How are you? Hope everything is going. How was the movie? I had siblings, I see. Yeah, actually, we've had like one PC for 3 siblings, and since I was the youngest one, I was not spending any time at all. Like, my siblings were playing through my time on PC. 10 out of 10. And guess what? Deku went with me. Hey, it's so cool! I was out here playing Mech Warrior 2 Mercenaries and Doom and Lords of Magic Special Edition. Damn. Now that's a rich guy. Yeah. No. It's good that at certain point we've all met, one way or another. I'm really happy to have you all here. First games I remember playing is Pepsi Man and some PC fish games. Pepsi Man game never came to Poland, but we were playing some other games. There are like very cheap magazines that were selling PC games, and we've had like a crap load of them. Because like usually those are like DVD or CD discs, and sometimes there were like 2 because, you know, memory, and you've had like a bunch of games like attached to those discs. Like, yeah. I remember one day we've had a disc running and we were playing, what was the name of the game? Nico? I think it was Nico. It was like about some kind of like a Martian or like a dude. Generally it looked like a normal anime dude with fully black eyes and had like antennas, and it was like, you know, it had like a fleshy skin tone. It wasn't like green or anything like that, like an alien or anything like this. It was walking with like in like a bubble. Had King's Quest and had to install it on like 6 floppy disks. Damn! Back in the days of the A drive. Damn! Like, can you believe, like, I was actually helping my teacher doing a class for the kids. Doing a class for the kids that were coming to our technical college from primary school, because when I was in technical college, they've eliminated gymnasiums. My bird is graying as we speak. Yeah. So basically, they like those kids, like we were showing them a bunch of stuff, right? So all like those kids were like, "Oh, what is that?" And like I'm explaining, this is a floppy disk, right? And like, so how does it work? Like, you know, I was doing my best to explain what a floppy disk, but I've never really, until then, I've never actually understood that there will be time where I have to explain someone what is a floppy disk. And it hit me. Like, goddamn, I'm actually so old that I remember floppy disks, and there are generations that don't know what are floppy disks and VHS tapes. Like, come on now. Not only that, there are kids that have no idea what a DVD is, actually. Someone held one of those and said, "Oh, someone 3D printed this save icon." Yeah. Like, also some of those kids had no idea what a DVD or CD is. They're like picking up the disc, "Oh, Blu-ray," and like, no, it's not Blu-ray. It's DVD disc. What's the difference? DVD had like way less memory to put on. Oh, but like how much? It didn't got through their skulls that actually some of them didn't even had megabytes. Like some floppy disks had kilobytes of memory. Like, actually. It was such a shock for them. Like, what? That's not even a song. Like, come on. Burn, that was painful, yeah. Burning discs were my thing back then, yeah. You are getting narrow. Also, narrow was such a funny thing because some people never really understood what the narrow icon was. And it was actually called after the narrow who burned Rome. And the icon was the burning Colosseum. That was such a fantastic wordplay going on there. I still remember searching for ISO, burning that shit on hard drive and running. A bit of YouTube lag. No! God damn. God damn it. Is a blue on his pants? Yeah. I have to repair it later. Huh. Actually, also, I'm kinda worried for Jack Black because, like, I don't know if you've seen the PR stuff after Minecraft movie. Like, he was such a comedic and constantly laughing guy, no matter what, and he actually stopped being this comedic guy he stopped being this comedic guy in the recent interviews. That's such a pain, like actually. But I'm not really shocked, like everything was like thrown at him. He was lifting the entire movie. Like straight up. Everyone, whenever the market, also every single time when you've had marketing, like actually the entire marketing of that movie was straight up a freaking, you know, Jack Black. It is what it, with this day and age, can only hope he feels better soon. Yeah. He's a really positive guy, I really wish him the best. I think out of all of the actors that are out there, I'm not expecting to hear anything bad about. For Jack Black and Keanu Reeves. Like those two guys are the best guys ever. Like actually. Don't jinx it. No. But also I have to say, like, cinematography in the recent days kind of fell down. I respect the craft, what they do. But they are like kinda, I don't know. They're not the movies to watch. A lot of movies are like this nowadays, especially horrors. For comedies, okay, like comedy, I can get it. I also might try to watch that movie. You know, MC. I don't know. Like, a lot of people were showing criticism towards it, but I think it's, you know, later on a lot of people were starting actually saying a lot of good things about it. I remember there was a news article about this very old man turning 100 and everyone congratulating him. A few weeks later they posted a new article that he's dead. That's, yeah, that's that. But it was still in the era where life expectancy wasn't really that long. Now we have people living for 120 years. 130 sometimes. We're pushing. Who knows, I might actually live like 160. Maybe that's my year's life expectancy, right? Would you want to live that long? If I would have good life, yes. On the other hand, that's a lot of time for something to actually get fucked up over time. That's enough time for zombie virus to be made and break out. I wouldn't. Fair point. Let's like straight up that. It looks very nice. Thank you. My family has lived until the 90s. But my family there has lived until the 90s, yeah. That's really nice. Yeah. I feel like 90-year-old is like a good age to peace out. Although, to be fair, like, it's always the same thing. Like, you can... In both my great-grandparents... That's interesting. I have to say that all of like talk about like, oh, what is a good age to peace out, etc. It's always like, you know, coming around, and later on it's like a bit of a regret. Like, actually, I don't think I'm kind of like scared of death. I don't think any age is actually proper to peace out. Sometimes quality is better than quantity. Exactly. That's why it's good that we would spend our life in a good way, in a quality time. But I wouldn't want to live that long. Cap my at 30, please. No, don't say that. You go and you go, live your best. Exactly. That's like the best thing to say. Also, what is very surprising is how fast we went from life expectancy or like 30 something to over 100 now. Can you believe that during like what 1980s life expectancy was barely over 40, if not less? People were giving cigarettes to kids and licking lead paint chips. Yes, they were. People were drinking paint. They still do, actually. Yeah. I guess we just kinda got more intelligent over time. Learned that lead is poisonous to leak. And I mean, surprisingly, and there's one thing, I doubt it would ever end, because we've finished like what we've changed the kind of paints we are selling now. You don't sell lead paints anymore. Actually, lead in anything has to be passed off to authorities, because actually anything lead is very dangerous for the general good of the surrounding. Oh yeah, that's true. People were giving ciggies to kids. I had a friend who ate my paint before we were in high school, bro. I would say smoking and vaping has gone down significantly, less people starting on it. This is glorified too. Yeah, because like, it stinks. I've never went to smoking, never. I don't even know how to smoke. Apparently you have to, because I have my surroundings smoking, and like, you know, it's also a weird thing. If you don't smoke, people are still going to offer you a ciggy. So it's also a lesson to keep up with your believings. I won't even try. I'll just eat a brownie and be happy. Yeah, exactly. Really, I don't think so. What do you mean? That the smoking and vaping went down? There's an easy way to find out. Let's Google it. We're we are hour and 25 in. I want to make longer stream and we're almost done with the characters, so let me give that. Smoking and vaping together statistics. How many? Well, I grew up in that environment. How many people in the world smoke or vape? Statistics. There we go. That should help. Okay, so like estimation of vapors around the globe in 2021 was 82 million. Environment is another thing from statistics. Yeah, because you can live in highly dense environment where people are smoking, but it doesn't mean that other environment is not going to not smoke generally. There's an overall decline if I'm reading right, and where I am, it's noticeably gone down regardless of global statistics. I have to say around here too, like in my city, also in the other cities I'm going to. So here's the thing. In 2021, in 2020 generally, 1 in 5 non-smoker high school students used vape pens. In 2020. 1 in 5, that's a lot. More than 2.5 million youths used e-cigarettes in 2022. Nearly 85% of adolescents used flavored e-cigarettes in 2022. According to the FDA's National Youth Tobacco Survey, only 3 million high school and middle school students have used tobacco products in the past 30 days in 2022. So in 2020 there were 68 million e-cigarette users around the world. There were 82 million vapers worldwide in 2021, with most e-cigarette users from the Eastern Mediterranean region. Between 2014 and 2018, the largest markets of vaping products were the United States and Western Europe. I don't see much like actual stats. It doesn't show the actual stats. But okay, let's keep a little that, like, you know, billions of people are smoking now. Like, used to smoke. But now in 2025, this is like the freshest one. In 2025, there are around 35 million people in the world who use e-cigarettes or tobacco products. So you can see that in like 2021, there are like 80 something, like 82 million of people using just e-cigarettes, and not mentioning tobacco products. And now altogether, in 2025, we have 35 million people using both. like, you know, or, right? Either e-cig or a tobacco product. Only 35 million. Like, there's a drastic decline in everything. But I guess it was actually caused because of the COVID era. Like, a lot of people were not really going to the to like any stores because they couldn't, so they were not buying cigarettes. So just they were. This is not counting cannabis, right? It is. Wait, cannabis? No, no, it's not, because it's not a tobacco product. Cannabis is not a tobacco product. Cannabis is cannabis. We had plans to ban smoking, but I don't believe that went anywhere far. Yeah. Like, a lot of people were trying to ban smoking here too. Everyone failed. I think it can also be because we are starting to use the effects of smoking related cancers. It's jarring. To see the effects of smoking related cancers, it's jarring. Yes. More and more people were actually had very bad experiencing with the side effects of smoking, and they just decided to never start because they didn't want it to be this way, right? Same with alcohol. Like, actual consumption of alcohol dropped. At least from what I've seen. I didn't really see the proper statistics, but the usage of alcohol actually started to decline over years. Like, there's less and less alcohol being bought. But still, in some countries, like for example Poland, smoking, I wasn't a fan. I don't recommend smoking anything. Like, just if you have to get like cannabis product, it's better to just go for a brownie. Generally, we shouldn't really inhale any kind of smoke. That's like, especially methanol, yeah. Like, the thing is that we really shouldn't, as humans, we shouldn't inhale smoke. Like, any kind of smoke can actually cause lung damage and stuff. I've never used drugs, I just drink my cola. Same. I grew up in a terrible place, I see. I mean, around my fields, there were usually cases of alcohol abuse and stuff, so like, I've seen people coming from families where alcohol is being abused. I've seen people that were abusing alcohol. I still see them, because again, like in Poland, it's actually a vermin. Even though they are saying that it's declining, it's still highly visible. At least good that people are stopping smoking. Yeah, it's better to just, I don't know, I feel like there are better things to be addicted to. I knew people who died from drugs and gang-related things. It was hard to survive, I see. Actually, my friend had an uncle who used to abuse drugs, like hard drugs at this point. My area was pretty bad, but thankfully my mom was very private and shielded me from all that. We lived simply and alone with lots of food and nice times. It was very little anyway. That's really good. That's really good. Hello there, General Kenobi. Hi Eric Rossum, good to have you here. How are you? Hope right is going. That's nice, yay. Your next line is hello Eric Mal. What in the JoJo Bizarre Adventure shit is this? I'm Joseph. God damn. Zawardo Tokyo-Tuare. Actually, about anime and manga, I have to really get into Junji Ito stories a bit further. Like, I was only studying his works, like his artworks only. So I never really got into his story writing. I've heard he's a genius in story writing too. I've heard there's an anime that is portraying his stories. I might actually try to get in for that. I hope it's in some kind of chronology. Because I've seen that some characters are repeating. Like, for example, there was this boy that had the nails for teeth. He was like reappearing several times. Fun fact, everything is a JoJo reference and JoJo's main villain are vampires. Vampires come from Romania. My home country is folklore, so everything is from a Romanian reference. Damn. What about Speedwagon? The rich Italian bastard who... Have you watched Uramichi Onisan? I love that show. No, I haven't. I'm really behind with lots of anime. I have almost 200 anime on my backlog. And I can tell you I'm not pushing it back down. Like, I'm constantly adding new... It's funny. I ordered some markers 24. You mean Posca markers? That's good. That's some lovely purple. Purple. You can do a lot of things with good variety of colors. Now expensive I have. Yeah, I've seen sets of 8 markers worth like 100 PLN. No name ones, I see. What type of markers? Don't forget to keep the cap on, don't make the mistake Aiki did. Yes, exactly. Let's keep that in memory. Poor Aiki. Just wanted to draw. I mean, if that was an alcohol-based marker, just simply adding some alcohol into it could help her. I got my Posca for cheap. Really? I see a big set of colored pencils, perfectly sharpened but never used. I can't use colors, so now they just sit there sad. Why you can't use colors? Is there something wrong with it? Also, Sharpie is an alcohol marker. They're great, I just can't color things right, don't know how to. Oh, I see. It's like sketching more. I've had very similar thing going on. And to be fair, I'm still getting into coloring. I have to say, I have to admit, I'm not really good at coloring. What really helped me was painting. Like using paints, so already like, you know, colored stuff to paint was actually something that was really helped me getting into colors and shading with color. And later on it was just an easy task, like trying to pick good color for shadow, how to shade properly, etc. But yeah, personally I've also always liked sketching more. Hence the concept art interest, right? Last time I ever touched paint was in my senior year with an art class partner, I see. We switch turns, drawing each other, I see. Really like one of your French girls moments. I wouldn't mind that. Seems like a really good exercise. Sorry, I had to yawn. Yeah, still waking up at like what? 5:45 was still not enough sleep for me. God damn. Explain the earlier incident. Yeah. Hi Mike, got over here. How are you? Hope how's it going? You also want here. I get you. Yeah. Let's mute you, ain't slick. Sorry. Good work, man. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. They calling you out again? Hmm. It's okay though, it's okay. I might let this run on my phone while I burn spider nest. God damn. Oh no, blue spider. Yee. Actually, there's like only like very few spiders that you can have in your home that can actually be dangerous for you. Like rest of them is like just poor little babies that are trying their best to survive, and that's it. Like a lot of spiders are not malicious. Like there are, for example, those that have very long legs. That is not bad. Match and spray can go boom, yeah. I like spiders and snakes. We don't have snakes here though, I see. I've never seen a snake in my life. I've heard one nearby where I live, but I was just, you know, trying to protect also my doggo. So we were just skedaddling out of there ASAP. They're almost poison level as the Buckwheat on my own almost died from it. God damn, okay, so those are those bad ones. Oh no, yeah. Yeah. So I got a FNAF 3 then. Bro. Snake, I have a picture of one. I mean, I've seen snakes in pictures or something, but like I've never seen one in like actual, like I've never stood in one. I've never seen one in like face to face. But actually, if I would see a snake, I have to run, because like that snake is like deadly. I would have to leave the country to go see one. But yeah, the ones that are over here are deadly, actually. It is hard to see it. Mm-hmm. I mean, a lot of snakes actually have their natural, like, you know. Fucking Discord, so cute. Oh, it's such a little blab. It's such a little blab, such a cutie one. Really cool snack. It's outside of an office building. I guess only snakes were working there. God damn. Curiously, the snake wanted to join in the board meeting, yeah. And then saw the financial report and decided to dips out of there. How's the stock? I remember I had a snake before. I've actually heard that snakes are slippery somehow. I would love to eat. It's a water snake. My brother friend caught. I see. Hi, wise girl. Glad to have you here. How are you? Hope it's going. Thank you. Thank you. I haven't seen you in a while. How have you been? Most people are scared of holding babies. I'm more scared of holding my nephew than Snake, yeah. Same. I've actually become a fresh uncle myself. My sister had a baby recently, and mine too. Hey! um, I'm scared. Like, she wants me to become a godfather, but I don't even have the, like, all this stuff to become one. Because to become a godfather here, you have to participate in, like... I keep forgetting you are the youngest, yeah. I'm the youngest of 3. Like me. And actually, there's not that big of a difference between me and my siblings, because, I mean, between me and my sister, there's like 6-year gap, and between me and my brother, there's only 3-year gap, so... Actually, it's not really that big of a difference when it comes to our age. Do you pretend that the child is a snake? No, not really. Like, when you drop a snake, nothing happens. Perfect, will do, thank you. Actually, yeah, if you are really, if you really want to hold a baby this way, I don't think for me it would work like this. But if you hold a snake in is different than holding a child. Yeah, when you're holding a child, you have to actually hold it in like a safe way. I was mostly just afraid of hurting him. He was so small and soft, but somehow very heavy. Yeah, I've never handled that kind of weight. I mean, that's like 5... How much a child can weigh? Like 5 kilos? Then practice on a snake? It could work. I mean, it's a difficult because, like, we don't have easy accesses to... we don't have easy accesses to snakes. That's our main problem that we have. So we have our Greg. Dude's called a Greg. I can believe that. Do you believe it? I don't. Also, my eyes are burning. I could go to the river and get a snake. Are you going to ship us snakes? Eye drops? I don't have one. Or like household items, like, I don't know, banana. Please give me a kid snake. There. Blip. blip. I could be that simple. Oh. That's a cutie one. Oh my gosh. Rape to the people who are afraid of snakes, yeah. Indiana Jones had a phobia for snakes. Actually. Jump skirt. Nightmare. I love Indiana Jones, yeah. Me too. Me too. So hey, we've finished Greg, actually. His character design. So yeah, we are halfway through the characters. And I can already... Looks nice. Wait a minute. Spearman, Greg. The shadows are really nice, thank you. Wait, it was Greg and who? Elise. It was Greg and Elise. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 characters done. Wait, 8? What the heck? Okay, I've messed up my counting. So we have 10 characters to be done. We have Team Freebird, we have Team Horny Jail, and Team Lost Grace. And probably we're going to draw Team Horny Jail. There's female gnome barbarian, female orc cleric, female orc drunken master, and male vampire druid. Yeah. So probably that, because that's last team that has 4 characters in it, and the rest has only 3. So we are going to probably... I think we might actually take a moment of break, draw manga for a little bit, and then we are going to come back to that. Because like I have my portfolio to finish, so that's that, and I want to push my manga, but I also want to keep the Vtuber illustrations. So for sure, like we can exchange for a moment character design, since we have 10 characters already done. So we have like 3 teams finished, because there are 6 teams to I have like 6 teams to actually finish. 20 characters altogether. I like the main, she was cute. Her model is doing YNC, oh no. Good to go, bro, keep up the good work, man. Thanks, wise girl. Thanks. Hope to see you more often. So we have 6 teams together, and we have 20 characters together. And we have Nathaniel, Kool-Aid, Arya, Azura, Velda, Summer, Winter, Virgil, Elise, and Greg. That's a really nice setup, and I really like the variety of names. We have Paladin, Bard, Wizard, Thief, Dancer, Assassin, Maiden, Spearman. We are left with Samurai, Melee Ranger, Monk, Barbarian, Cleric, Drunken Master, Druid, Wizard, Sage, and Shadow. And to be fair, that's like huge variety in characters. I really like it because that means our teams are going to be are going to vary like a lot. I think we've also made like half on half with female to male. Yeah. Virgie, I like to end summer and winter. We have a nice setup of characters. I sure hope that everyone is going to find their favorites. Like, actually, I remember that I'm posting those character designs and you can always draw fan arts of them if you like it. This is like I'm doing them as open media, so like you can use them, you can make fan arts of them, illustrations of them, but you can't claim them as copyright and sell anything connected with them. So that's like anyone can use them in any way, shape, or form besides like anything commercial. So like, yeah, go ahead. If someone has a character that they really like, I won't mind. And actually I wanted to make a 3-hour-long stream, and we are ending up with 2-hour-long stream because I finished the character so quickly. Post it on Discord. Oh, that's so cute. Mana, that's so cute. Yeah, I will make a roast. I'm going to make the special channel to view all the characters on Discord. I'm also going to add more characters to it if I'm going to decide upon adding more, but we have 20 characters, that's already a lot. 20 OCs is a lot. Like, a lot of people are, for example, selling OCs. But I don't think I'm going to do that. I don't think so. I really have to figure out my dollhouse. Dollhouse is a Japanese house. Dollhouse is a Japanese website to post OCs and generally do, like, you know, OC works around and stuff. I want to draw them. So yeah, after this stream, I'm probably going to watch a movie with my mom now. I'm going to come back, make the two channels on Discord. One for graphics for game and one for my OCs, just so everyone would have access to the designs. So yeah, folks, didn't went according to the plan for 3-hour stream, but hey, at least we've got longer stream than 1 hour. Thanks Muto, thanks Mana, Star, Fan Artist, Girl, Kitty, Kotaro, HQ, Musei, Zach, Skylar, Lord, Muto, Eric, Mike, and Wise for being active in the channel on YouTube. As always, folks, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care and